SM Entertainment has now apologized for the footage of NCT's Haechan smoking indoors. It was announced earlier this week that Haechan had to miss their Japanese concerts and activities due to a severe case of tonsillitis, putting him on hiatus until further notice. But that wasn't the only thing SM would have to address regarding Haechan this week. Yesterday, NCT 127's channel uploaded a behind-the-scenes video where people noticed a clip that looked like Haechan was smoking. However, you don't really see the smoke, causing an online debate back and forth. Well, it didn't last long as SM has now put out a statement apologizing for his quote careless actions. They verified that he was indeed smoking an e-cigarette indoors, which resulted in a fine given by the health department that they do plan on paying. YG Entertainment saw themselves on a different side of a legal situation this week. Apparently, when YG Entertainment filed the trademarks for BABYMONSTER and BABYMONSTERS before their debut, the energy drink company that you've most likely heard of, Monster Energy, tried to oppose YG's attempt on the grounds of quote confusing similarity. This dispute actually had to be handled at a hearing in a Singapore court, who revealed that Monster Energy filed 52 notices of opposition. However, YG ultimately ended up on the winning side against the beverage company. This actually isn't the first time Monster Energy has unsuccessfully attempted to reject a trademark application regarding something involving or somewhat adjacent to YG, as they've also tried to oppose luxury eyewear brand Gentle Monsters, which of course had a collaborative relationship with BLACKPINK's JENNIE. Interestingly enough, that wasn't the only trademark dispute we've had in the past few days. Almost a decade after 17 took their first steps on stage, PLEDIS and HYBE are about to showcase their newest boy group, TWS. Well, even before they've officially made their debut, their logo was already embroiled in controversy. A custom watch strap manufacturing brand named TWM Strap posted on their Instagram accusing TWS of copying and utilizing their logo without permission. They emphasized that their logo had been meticulously handcrafted and was protected by trademark rights. The brand stated they received no response from PLEDIS about this, further expressed their huge disappointment about the situation and their intentions to report the trademark infringement and take legal action if it is not addressed. Luckily, PLEDIS has now put out a statement informing everyone that they actually met up with the brand's representative, talked about the logo creation process involving an outsourced company, and all misunderstandings have now been resolved amicably. In the last story within the more serious section of this video, you may have seen pretty shocking headlines involving Girls' Generation Sooyoung being illegally filmed changing. Let me explain to you the full situation. Sooyoung is currently starring in a stage play where during a scene, her character changes on stage. The illegal part is that audience members are not allowed to film or photograph any part of the play. Despite that, it came out that during this scene, someone decided to take out a DSLR and freely started taking multiple photos, specifically of Sooyoung changing. I guess because this person was not told to stop, many others began doing the same thing on their phones. The production company has now come out explaining they were not able to spot the audience member taking illegal photographs because they were sitting in blind spots. From now on, they will increase security and take measures to warn audiences beforehand to avoid a repeat occurrence. With all of that, as always, let's get into the positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. In the last video, we celebrated EXO-CBX establishing his own label for solo activities, and now it is official, XIUMIN and CHEN will be a part of this independent label as well. This means all three of their individual endeavors and CBX activities will be managed by their own company, while SM will be overseeing their EXO group activities in cooperation. And while we wait to see their first moves under this new agency, the next playlist of new comebacks and releases since the last video is now in the pinned comments. Just to name a few, we've had SHINEE MINHO's new single, B1A4's first comeback in 2 years, ONLYONEOF Pentagon KINO's solo release, A-Turn is finally back after 7 months, SF9, Limelight's final comeback as 3 members, as the group will now reorganize and add more, and of course, ITZY have made their comeback as well. Remember, some songs could be missing if not available on Spotify. Congrats to ZEROBASEONE, becoming the first boy group in 4 years, and only the 7th group in history to achieve a quote rookie Grand Slam by winning Rookie of the Year at all 5 major award shows. We don't always talk about records regarding how long something is charting, but in this case, it's an all-time milestone in K-pop, as Golden is now the longest charting K-pop solo album in history on the Billboard 200, with Jungkook slightly surpassing fellow member V's previous record of 8 weeks. Jennie has also now just slightly surpassed her fellow Blackpink member Rosé's record by 1 spot, as her solo entry alongside The Weeknd and Lily Rose Depp from their HBO series rose to number 69 on the Billboard Hot 100, achieving the highest solo entry ever for a female K-pop artist. I think she's earned a day of celebrating by eating non-expired food.
지금 일을 끝나고 밥을 먹고 이제 딸기를 먹으려고 하는데 엄마가 지금 이 영상을 찍고 있는 엄마가 유통기한 지난 연유를 그냥 먹으라고 하네요. 탈이 날지 안 날지 궁금하시죠? 그건 알 수 없어요. 내일이 돼봐야 되거든요. 아주 맛있고